Hey guys, what is going on? Alex here from Oaks Gaming, coming back to you guys with another Paragon deck building guide. And today for you guys, I'm going to be showing you my Howitzer build. And before we get into the build, I'm going to go over the abilities with you guys first, just so you can get an idea of how I use them and what I use them for. So first off is cannon, just like any other hero that I use. Basic attack is just to whittle down minions and poke at other players and stuff. On a caster, it's not really a big part of their playstyle, unlike a ranger. So that's just for poking and whittling down minions and players. So that's what we use that for. Then we have our R1, which is our slow grenades, which he fires out 3 proximity bombs in an arc. They explode for 60 ability damage and applies a 170 max movement speed slow for 3 seconds. And that's a pretty decent slow, and I'm pretty sure it goes up as you level up the ability. So that's good for if someone's chasing you, you can throw those down and hopefully they hit them when you're running away so you can get away from them. Also, it's good if you see an enemy that's in trouble, you can shoot them out and slow down the enemy so they can't catch them. Then you have his R2000 missile. This is pretty much your hero killer. This is what you want to finish people off with, or this is what you want to use to do a big chunk of damage right off the bat. That's definitely what I use that for the most. You can use it to clear minion waves if you need to. It does a pretty good job of that. Same thing with the landmine. That's another kind of combo you can mix with your R2000 missile and you can clear a wave pretty quickly. And the landmine is basically for getting away from other enemy heroes. You can bounce them away from you, you can bounce yourself away from them. And it's also good to keep them off of your teammates as well. This is probably one of my favorite moves up there with a missile on him. And then you have your Make It Rain, which is his ult. And this I basically just use to set lanes. It's good at taking out waves of minions just because 50% of the total damage is done on the last missile on this. So pretty much good luck getting another enemy hero inside of this long enough for them to be hit by the last missile. If you bounce them back in, they'll possibly get hit by it. So if you're good with your landmine, you could possibly do that and kill people. It's also good for if there's a Decker ult or something, you have everyone in there so you can hit them with that. And I will get into the build for you guys. And this is my Howitzer Better Grab an Umbrella build, because we about to make it rain. So to start off with, I will grab a Lord's Ward and I will go down, and I'll usually ward right behind or right next to Raptors because I usually play mid lane with him. That way I can tell if they're junglers coming up behind me and trying to gank me. So I'll just grab that, lay that down. Then I'll go back and I'll either grab a healer token and mana potion or a healer token and a cast token. It's pretty much preference, whatever you guys want to do. Then I will grab my Brawler's Ward, my 6.1, which I fill with 3 1-point casts. This is for some vision early on and a quick spike in damage. And then I'll grab my 2 Fountain Spikes, which I fill both with 3 1-point casts. This is just nice to have a little bit of extra mana in case I need another rocket or another landmine early on. You can switch these out with Solaris Reactors if you would prefer the mana regen. It's totally up to you. I just prefer the extra mana early on instead of the regen. So these 2 Fountain Spikes and your 6-point Brawler's Ward are going to be throwaway cards. They're not part of the final build. They're just so you can get some good damage and a little bit of mana sustain early on. And if you want, you can end up, after you get your Fountain Spikes, you can switch your 6-point Brawler's Ward with your 11.1, but I would just hold on to this for a little while. Then I'll probably grab my Quenching Scales, which is nice because he doesn't have very good health regen cards like some other casters with like Silver Spears and stuff like that. So this is nice because you get some good mana regen, a little bit of health out of it, and you can heal yourself and your team, which is just a bonus. This is a great card. And then I will probably start building my burst engines, which I have 3 of them in here, and all 3 have 3 3-point major casts in them. And Then I will probably swap out that 6-point Brawler's Ward with my 11-point Brawler's Ward. And then I'll grab my last card, which is my Blood Catalyst. And if you guys don't know what Blood Catalyst is, it's an active, and you consume 10% of your max health to gain 10.5 mana regen for 10 seconds. And this is a great card for him because you get a really good chunk of mana regen really fast. And this stacks with the 3 burst engines, which is why I don't put a lot of mana regen in those. So I get an additional 0.9 mana regen on top of that. So I end up having 11.4 when I activate this, plus the base mana regen I have. So I have really good mana regen when I activate this, and I'm not really worried about the losing health on this because I'm not building any health with him, so 10% of my max health isn't a big deal. And even if I do get pretty low on health, I have this Quenching Scales to heal me up. So just to go over the final build again, you're going to have a Brawler's Ward with 2 3-point casts and a 2-point cast. You're going to have 3 identical burst engines with 3 3-point casts, Quenching Scales with 3 1-point sparks, and a 6-point Blood Catalyst as it is. And I also run the Archmagus Prime card with him. If you guys enjoyed this build and you'd like to see more Paragon content, please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, guys. And for you guys who keep coming back every week, as always, guys, really appreciate the support. Makes this worth doing for me. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.